Okay, a quick update from the weekend. So far, Bitcoin still appears to be in wave 4 of this recent upward move. There's nothing else I can say beyond that. I updated it on Twitter on Sunday, and it's in the same position. What I found funny today is that on Zero Hedge, there's an article from Goldman Sachs, and the funny thing is the chief technician over there has the same count that I'm running on the chart. Now, that's somewhat something that I like, but the fact that it's published, the fact that it's made public makes me doubt it, because Goldman Sachs are a bunch of crooks, and the fact they put this out there, considering all their past calls of buy or sell at a certain price and the counter move to that, where they would basically probably load up for themselves, it makes me a bit suspicious here. However, I'll keep running my own count. It was just funny to see that there is a match going on there, at least on the public side. Same count, very similar stocks, almost identical. Okay, so Aussie New Zealand, I think there's a good chance that this current bounce today is complete here. Sorry, I mentioned on Twitter that I can count this Thursday and Friday down move as 5 waves down. And the up move from last night and today, I can count this as a 3-wave move. A, B, and 5 waves for C on the 15-minute chart. So I think there's a very good chance this is done, and we should see it sell off tomorrow. It's just been dripping down today. So let's see how that goes. But even if there's another upward move, I'm expecting this to turn over and roll over and head down. Though I think it's done enough here. Okay, I'm not going to look at everything. I have not looked at everything myself either, so there's not. I can only say I can only talk about what I've looked at. Pound is still wedging up. The big news for cable will be on Wednesday with, I think, prelim GDP figures out of the UK. I haven't looked at the yen pairs. There appears to be a low forming in, well, okay, we've been over this before. There's a possible low forming in US Canadian with a small wedge here, a kind of ending diagonal with some divergence, but it needs to prove itself. Same on Euro Canadian. No change yet, still riding the line. It's trying to find a base here, but so far it hasn't put it in. But the pattern on US Canadian looks like it may be just about there. That does look like a wedge into here. And US, as I said on the weekend about Aussie Canadian and New Zealand Canadian, let them resolve whatever they're doing, and then a position can be planned after that, because right now there is nothing to do right here. I mean, obviously it looks like my count is my count in front of you, but it also looks just like a simple 3-wave move so far. So nothing to be done here. Aussie and New Zealand Canadian, just back off from those. I would anyway. No change on Euro Australian. It's possible we have a 5-wave move here on the 1 hour. It's not a count I like. I wanted to see another high or so, but this does look like it might be no, well, there's not much to be done there. I will also let this sort itself out here and see if it clarifies in the next day or two, because it is possible we have a 5-wave move already. 1, 2, 3, 4, and wave 5 extends. I don't like it, but it's possible. So no change on Euro New Zealand either. So the pair to watch, or rather trade, is Australia and New Zealand to the downside, and possibly the wedge in cable. And I will keep an eye out for reversals in Euro and US Canadian. If we see those reversals here, it's likely Aussie and New Zealand Canadian will also move up. And let's see if Bitcoin makes the new high for wave 5 or 105 possibly. So actually one more look at oil. I didn't look at oil today. Well, I would rather work oil to the downside here. It does look like we had 5 waves into Thursday and Friday, 5 waves down. So we should, so long as this high here remains intact, there should be a sell in oil tomorrow or Wednesday because we've had a 5-wave down move. So oil is also on the table for a sell so long as Thursday's high holds. All right, bye-bye.